I know he's back there. He's probably underwater. Water's probably in his living room at this point.
An upcoming river crest in Colleton County. Neighbors who live near the Edisto River keeping a close eye on water levels as they rise after Hurricane Matthew. It's been 5 days since Matthew barreled up the coast of the Carolinas, but those living near the rivers are wondering when life will get back to normal.
So many people have lost their homes and possessions, and now they're forced to live in shelters. Lumberton, North Carolina, one of the hardest hit communities.
Officials say the Lumber River is slowly starting to recede. Dozens of homes and nearly 500 businesses in the downtown community are badly damaged from those flood waters. More than 1,500 people were rescued. Many say they are just grateful they made it out alive.
I just can't explain it. I'm just glad to be in, because we could have died in that water, and the way they rescued us.
Good God have mercy. You just don't know, darling. I am beyond thankful that my sister and my nieces and everybody that's in Lumby Homes okay.
Because of the flooding in eastern North Carolina, 50 miles of I-95 remain closed tonight. I-95 South is closed between exit 56 and exit 13. That's from Fayetteville, almost to the South Carolina border. I-95 North closed from exit 13 until exit 22.
Across the border, further down 95, things in our state, yep, still a mess.
Take a look. This is aerial views from Galavant's Ferry, a town of 5,000, about an hour from Myrtle Beach. You can see the level of the water there rushing under the bridge. That's the Little Petey, a river that is already receding.
The river Governor Nikki Haley says officials are shifting their focus to now is the Waccamaw River, and the town of Bucksport, South Carolina was evacuated just hours ago.
It's nestled right in between the Waccamaw and the Great Petey. Horry County officials went door to door warning people about the rising waters, telling them to leave immediately. Most people were able to drive out in their cars, but officials say it won't be that way for much longer.
This road down here leading into the community will most likely be cut off within a matter of hours. So we had to get down here and alert the citizens that the water's rising, get your gear, we're going to help you evacuate the area.
The community center is being used as a hub for rescue officials and a rest area for people who live in the town. People were in and out throughout the day to grab clothes and personal items. Officials did ask everyone to be out by 5 o'clock this afternoon. All right, now closer to home, the Edisto River reaches its crest sometime in the next 24 hours. Homeowners along that river are having to travel to their homes by boats. ABC
News 4's Bill Burr following the rise of that river. He's joining us live tonight there in Colleton County with more. Bill?
Ashley, Jellicoe's Landing here at the border of Dorchester and Colleton counties is one of the areas affected by floodwaters. The Edisto River just behind me is expected to crest sometime tomorrow, but today, though, it's causing problems for people who live near it. A reflection of Hurricane Matthew's aftermath can be seen on sandy roads near the overflowing Edisto River. Massive rainfall is causing waterlogged streets in wooded neighborhoods.
If I really need to get in there, yeah, I can take one of these boats and paddle down there.
Chris Fisher uses boats and binoculars to keep an eye on his hunting property on Bass Road in Colleton County. It's surrounded by 2 feet of water.
A lot of the neighbors around here, they're a lot lower than I am, so it comes in their house and they lose their whole floor and it goes up the wall.
Chris says his house is elevated. Still, he worries about dangers lurking in the dark waters flowing through the area.
The pump and the septic tank, the septic tank is not good water, so, everybody around here has got a septic tank, so you can't really walk around in there, so, until it comes down.
This is probably my 3rd flood going through here.
Kenneth Glover has lived near the Edisto River for nearly 40 years. He says flooding is common. That's why he and his wife took precautions for them and their neighbors.
We built our own house up there on a hill, but we're pretty much center safe, but I have a tendency to come back and check on everybody else that's around here.
The backhoe will be all right.
For people like Chris Fisher, patience is needed to live in a flood-prone area.
If you want to live on the river, you got to put up with it.
Well, Kenneth Glover tells me about 80 people live in that neighborhood. While many of them evacuated, others decided to stay. But it looks like some of those who need to get back to their homes are going to have to wait a little while longer. Those river levels aren't expected to return to normal until possibly this weekend. Working for you in Carleton County, Bill Burr, ABC News 4.
All right, Bill, thank you. Dorchester County has sandbags for anyone living near the Edisto. They will continue to give them away until they're gone. At last check, there were around 45 pallets. 45 pallets left. You can pick up yours at Dorchester County Fire Rescue. That's on 61 in Ridgeville or the Old Fort Fire Department in Ladson. They are limiting it, though, to 15 sandbags per home.
And following up that, I may have some very good news here. We have the Edisto River right now at 14.7 feet, and I've seen it as high as 14.9. So maybe, just maybe, the river has crested. It's going to hold steady here between about 14.7 and 14.9 into the weekend and then continue to fall headed into next week. So it's expected to stay within a few inches of where it is right now, but at least it hasn't made it to 15 feet, and 15 feet is where the major flooding occurs. Doesn't look like it's going to get there. With the lack of rain the last several days, things are looking better. But one thing we do have to watch out for, which has nothing to do with any rain whatsoever, is our coastal flood advisory. That's until 9 o'clock this evening. We're having elevated tides due to the moon, and our high tide coming up at 6:23. Now, the most prone areas are the Matthew damaged areas where the dunes have been eroded away, especially out onto Hunting and Fripp Island, parts of Beaufort County, and right along the coast. We could see some flooding working in. Roper St. Francis Skycam 4 Network. Beautiful bright sunshine outside, 78 degrees. And here's what you can expect tonight. Temperatures falling back into the 60s through 11 p.m. And we have more gorgeous weather right on through the next week. Catch that full 7-day. It's all coming up in just a few minutes.
Dave, thank you. I am the suspect. Berkeley County Sheriff deputies say that's what a man told them when they responded to a triple homicide last week.
Deputies say Robert Nolan was performing CPR on one of the victims when they got to the home on Mossio Road. Nolan is now charged with 3 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder. Deputies say Nolan told the man he killed them all. Nolan is also accused of telling a deputy he would shoot him in the head. Also in Berkeley County tonight, deputies say they've arrested a Ladson man accused of stealing more than $43,000 worth of equipment from a tree service company. Justin Chesser is charged with grand larceny and breaking and entering. The Isle of Palm connector is back open tonight after a person was run over in the road. It was closed for several hours. Officials say 51-year-old Philip Wallace was riding his moped around 5 a.m. when he ran into a police car. They say Wallace flew off the moped, landing in the road. Another driver ended up running him over. Officials say he did not see the victim. That connector reopened just before noon today.
One person is in the hospital tonight after a fire in North Charleston. Officials say they responded to the fire at Lake Ashley Mobile Home Park around noon today. They say that fire was under control about 15 minutes. One person was taken to Trident for breathing in smoke. The cause of that fire is under investigation. As recovery from Matthew continues, many in the Lowcountry are looking for ways now to help out their neighbors.
That's right. The Red Cross is providing the opportunity. Yesterday and today, the group gave out breakfast, lunch, and dinner to people there in Berkeley County. This is from Cross earlier today at lunchtime. They served 1,200 meals yesterday. The Red Cross has also served meals in Pineville, Kingstree, and St. Stephen.
Now, for those looking to volunteer with the Red Cross, there are several ways to do that. You can donate to the Red Cross by visiting redcross.org or calling their donation hotline.
And something always needed after a disaster, blood. If you would like to give, you can make a blood donation appointment for that on their website as well.
And if you're looking for a more hands-on way to help out, the state is looking for volunteers. Let them know that you can do it. Call the state volunteer hotline. That number is 888-585-9643.
Cleaning up following Hurricane Matthew was a tough job, but some police officers in Florence still made time for some fun this week. There you go. Charis O'Neill of Florence posted the video on Facebook saying it was taken just after the power in her neighborhood turned back on yesterday. Power outages in the state, meanwhile, way down from where they were just a few days ago. Take a look. According to SCE&G, around 152,000 still without power across South Carolina. That's down from 850,000 at the peak of the storm. They say they hope to have power restored to everyone by October 16th. Coming up tonight here on ABC News 4 at 6.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Friends say this man has helped shape young people in his community, and now ABC News 4 is paying it forward.
And high school football finally back. Coming up in sports, we huddle up with the Post and Courier. We're back right after the break.
Experience hair-raising discounts and extreme thrills with this year's Coastal Carolina Fair. Bigger than ever. Featuring over 65 thrilling rides, games, foods, and attractions. Purchase discounted hand stamp and gate admission tickets today at participating Walgreens or online at coastalcarolinafair.org.
I've got mine.
I got mine.
I've got mine.
I've got mine.
Season tickets on sale now starting at $150. Visit CFCsports.com or call 953-CFC. Get yours today.
Hi, how can I help you?
I got this. We're looking for something safe and spacious, has a rear view camera, and streaming audio for me to get my jam on.
How about a Honda CR-V? Named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Buy for 2016.
My work here is done.
Get a great deal on the Honda CR-V. Named the Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Buy for 2016. Only at the Honda Take Home a CR-V sales event.
ABC News 4 and imaging specialists are committed to helping save lives this Breast Cancer Awareness Month through Tomo Tuesdays. 3D mammography uses tomosynthesis technology to uncover masses in the breast earlier and help save lives. On Tomo Tuesdays in October, you can add 3D for free at imaging specialists. Every woman should have the best chance at early detection. Tomo Tuesday appointments are limited, so please get checked today. Brought to you by imaging specialists.
At Hudson Nissan, we're going big. Big selection, big savings, and big smiles. And we're rolling out the biggest deals, too. 2016 Nissan starting at $9,980. That's right, $9,980. Get your big deal at Hudson Nissan, where car shopping is simple.
One step into Carpet to Go and more, and you instantly know that flooring is what we specialize in. We've stepped up the service and selection to help make your home beautiful.
The first step to a beautiful home, Carpet to Go and more.
Are you thinking about buying a new home? Then you need to take the Charleston New Homes Tour this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Or next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 21st through the 23rd. All new construction in many areas of the Lowcountry and all outstanding builders. For maps and information, go to charlestonnewhomestour.com. It's a self-guided tour, so you make all the plans. The Charleston New Homes Tour this weekend and next. Go to charlestonnewhomestour.com for all the information. Presented by the Charleston Home Builders Association.
Yo, I got mine.
I got mine.
I've got mine.
I got mine.
Season tickets on sale now starting at $150. Visit CFCsports.com or call 953-CFC. Get yours today.
Coastal Carolina Fair, bigger than ever. Free with admission and concert. Ranger Smith, Old Dominion, 3-Dog Night, 3 nights of bull riding, and new Bronx event. Purchase discounted hand stamp gate admission tickets today at participating Walgreens or online at coastalcarolinafair.org.
ABC News 4 First Warning Weather with Chief Meteorologist Dave Williams. Brought to you by Honda Dealers of the Carolinas.
All right, here's a look outside on the Roper St. Francis Skycam 4 network. Lots going on there. We've got the boat moving through the harbor. We've got the sailboats right there under the Yorktown, and we've got the crystal clear blue skies above. What a gorgeous day we have, and we've got more of that coming over the next several days. You'll see it in the weather headlines. We've got a great fall weekend coming our way. Now, there is going to be a cold front coming through on Friday. Once that's through, we'll see temperatures cool down a little bit headed into the weekend. Continued sunny, and it's going to be warmer next week. We have Hurricane Nicole out there. It hit Bermuda as a Category 3 storm. Now it's weakening and pushing toward cooler Atlantic Ocean water. Already Friday. We didn't have the Friday football games last week because Matthew. This week, no problems whatsoever. Headed out to the high school football games. In fact, one of the nicest Fridays we've seen so far for high school football. 75 before the games kick off, halftime 70, and at the end of the game, right around 68. So maybe a jacket to go along with you out to the football games tomorrow night, but perfect weather so I hope to see you out at one of the games tomorrow night. 77 Rock Hill, 78 in Greenwood, 78 here in Charleston, Orangeburg, and then we have 79 in Beaufort and in Myrtle Beach. A look at the satellite and radar put together, and there's really nothing going on anywhere close to us. South Carolina is all nice and quiet, but we take you a little farther off to the north and west. And I want to show you this cold front, and cooler temperatures have to come from somewhere, and they're going to be coming behind this cold front, which will slide through. No rain with the front. In fact, hardly anything in the way of cloud cover, but those temperatures will be a little cooler, especially as we go into our Saturday and our Sunday. A look at what we've got right now. Those temperatures are sitting around 78 degrees. Our winds are blowing from the north at 7 miles per hour, and it is just a gorgeous evening out there, and it's going to stay very nice all night tonight. As far as your forecast goes, we're going to be looking at those temperatures headed back to about 59 degrees. Those temperatures staying mild, and it will be a couple passing clouds here and there. Then as we go into the day tomorrow, not quite as warm as today, where we reached the 80s for the second day in a row, but we'll have lots of bright sunshine and a very nice way to wrap up the school and work week. A look at our temperatures right now from Washington, D.C. all the way over toward Dallas. And from that line, temperatures are in the 60s and 70s, even the 50s back behind that in Tulsa. Out ahead of that line, temperatures are warmer. In the upper 70s, even the 80s. We have 87 degrees in Houston right now. And you can find the cold front with the temperature difference between yesterday at 6 p.m. and today at 6 p.m. We're 3 degrees warmer, but Little Rock, Dallas, about 20 degrees cooler. So once that cold front does come through, it's going to usher in some cooler temperatures. By the time those cooler temperatures get here, they will be highly modified. Now here's a look at our cold front, and it's in the Tennessee Valley at 8 o'clock this evening. This high pressure center has been giving us the gorgeous weather all week this week, and that's slowly going to sag to the south and fade away. Once the cold front comes through early Friday, we've got another area of high pressure off to the north. That's slowly going to start to build in over the weekend. And with the east and northeasterly flow, we could see a couple clouds coming in off the ocean as we go from Friday into Saturday. But in general, as that high pressure center sinks down, we're going to be left with beautiful, bright, sunny skies. Here you go, headed for the weekend, and we'll keep those highs in the mid and upper 70s. And then as we go into next week, looks slightly warmer as those northeasterly winds start to weaken. Looks like middle 80s Tuesday and Wednesday. Next real chance for rain, not until the end of the week.
This Pay It Forward segment is sponsored by Church's Chicken.
Roy Smalls has spent the past 9 years helping to shape the lives of male students at West Ashley High School. Through his Young Gentlemen's program, he's turning young boys into young men.
Mr. Smalls has really helped us open up as individuals, and I want to thank him for that. And for opportunities like this, these wouldn't be possible without Mr. Smalls.
And how are you doing? Well, we're here today to honor you for what you do for our young men in our community with the Young Gentlemen's program that you started at West Ashley High School, and you give of yourself so much for these young men, and it's so very important that they have positive role models, and you've stepped forward to do this. So on behalf of Church's Chicken, and we have Churchy here, our mascot, Mr. Smalls, we would love to pay it forward to you. And go ahead and open that up. It's not chicken, I'm gonna tell you that. Okay. It's a $500 Visa gift card.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I figured one of my alumni students was here, so every time Daniel's here, something's going on. So,
and Daniel was the one that nominated you, of course, and he had so very many kind words to say about how you have impacted his life. And of course, we have Perry here, who's also one of your present young gentlemen. And why do you do what you do for the guys?
It's just a love for kids, and especially for the young men. And it's just something that I feel in my heart that they need a leadership, they need a role model, and it's just something that I think that I need to do.
Well, by the show of Paying It Forward today, we're pretty sure that they are very grateful for what it is that you do for them. And I'm sure the families are too, the parents as well.
Yes, I got great support from the parents, from the mother and fathers, and whatever I ask, I receive.
Well, guess what? You might not have asked for this, but the universe has given it to you for doing what you do. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pay It Forward is brought to you by ABC News 4 and Church's Chicken. If you know someone deserving recognition, submit their story at abcnews4.com under the About Us section and pay it forward. ABC News 4 Sports with Darren Stoltzfus.
It's the Textile Bowl. Hello, everybody. I'm Darren Stoltzfus. Clemson and NC State setting up for Saturday's showdown as a game with heavy Atlantic Division consequences. The Pack and the Tigers, the last two teams still in control of their own destiny as far as booking a trip to Orlando and the ACC title game. Certainly some intrigue in this one. A noon kickoff right here on ABC News 4. Clemson in control of this series of late. Winners of 11 of their last 12 in this rivalry, but people forget the last unranked team to topple the Tigers, NC State, back in 2011. Since then, 4 straight wins in this series by an average of 20 points per game. Overall, the Tigers 42 straight wins over unranked teams. Nonetheless, it's this week's game, which to Dabo Swinney makes it the biggest game of the year.
You know, this game's got a lot of juice to it, man. I mean, you got 2 undefeated teams. Again, only one team's going to control their destiny after Saturday. And those 2 teams right now both do, but they got to play each other. So it's a great opportunity, and they understand that. Hey, we got a chance. Let's empty our tank this week. Let's just let it all go and don't leave anything in there, and we'll fuel back up over the next couple of weeks and get ready for a strong finish.
Clemson's bye week comes up after that game with NC State. Our open date was last Friday, thanks to Hurricane Matthew. How about a little high school football talk? Time to huddle up. Scotty?
Another week upon us, Andrew. Weather certainly wreaking havoc on football everywhere, but we've got football games to play. Our game of the week is Bishop England and Hanahan. Hanahan has struggled, but Bishop England has looked really good this year.
Yeah, I ran into John Canty, the head coach of the Bishops, on Daniel Island. He said this team is a year ahead of schedule. They've come together. He said they got great team chemistry. I'm going to go with the Bishops.
I'm going to go Bishops as well. They are really good and undefeated. Somerville and James Island, both teams certainly needing a win these days.
Yeah, I don't think a team needs to win any more than Somerville. If they're going to get into that race in that region, they've got to win this game. I want to go with James Island, but I'm going to go with the Green Wave.
I'm going to go Green Wave, too. I think their defense is just too much for James Island, who hasn't been scoring a whole lot of points. West Ashley and Stratford, it is the Marion Bowl again.
Yeah, the Marion brothers go at it again. I just think Dexter Freeman too much for West Ashley, that running back. Not having the year he had last year, but still a very good running back. I'm going to go with West Ashley.
Yeah, West Ashley has really been very good this year. Stratford desperately needing a win. I just think Bobby's bunch is a little too good for Joe's this year. Goose Creek and Wando. Now they've got wins. Goose Creek is not defeated anymore. Where do you think this one goes?
Yeah, and a great pick by you, picking the Gators in that upset win last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm still going to go with Wando and Ortre Smith. I think Wando's playing pretty well right now. I don't know that they'll win that region, but they'll be in that discussion there at the end of the year.
I think Goose Creek was pretty amped up for that Fort Dorchester game. They're going to keep that amped up mode, and I think they're going to beat Wando on Friday night. Ashley Ridge and Fort Dorchester. It's a battle of Dorchester County, and of course, Fort Dorchester is still the team to beat.
Yeah, I can't figure out Ashley Ridge. Every time I think they're going to make that step up and be one of the elite teams in the region, they have a loss. But one thing we know about Fort Dorchester, number 5, DeCarrion Joyner, when he's on your team, you got a chance. I'm going with the Patriots.
I think the guy I'm most excited about on Fort Dorchester is this guy right here, Adonicus Sanders. Oh. He is really, really good because he does it on offense and he does it on defense. Those are the guys that you got to look for, and I think Fort Dorchester is just going to be a little too much for Ashley Ridge, and that will do it for Week 7.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Good to see you, Andrew.
Good thing is, another news, Florida and LSU, they will play their game, but they moved to Baton Rouge. Interesting goings-on in the SEC.
LSU said they'll play the Florida Spice on for them.
That's nice.
Probably not. Go back after this.
Catch Sports 4 on the Bobby Harton Show, weekdays at 4:25 on ESPN Radio. First Warning Weather, brought to you by Honda Dealers of the Carolinas.
Experience hair-raising discounts and extreme thrills with this year's Coastal Carolina Fair. Bigger than ever, featuring over 65 thrilling rides, games, foods, and attractions. Purchase discounted hand stamp and gate admission tickets today at participating Walgreens or online at coastalcarolinafair.org.
After being closed due to recent weather, the Boone Hall Pumpkin Patch is now back open, and we plan to be open every day through October 31st. Every day. We want to extend a special invitation for everyone to come out and enjoy all this event has to offer. It's fall festival fun for all ages. The Boone Hall Pumpkin Patch, now open every day through October 31st. Sponsored by Domino's and Coca-Cola. See event details at BooneHallPumpkinPatch.com.
Roper St. Francis Healthcare's House Calls TV.
Alzheimer's disease is one of the top health concerns among Americans age 60 and older. And Roper St. Francis is proud to offer the highest level of care and research. Dr. Jacobo Minzer explains the latest in Alzheimer's research.
Most of the research we are doing today is focused on trying to identify people that they are at a high risk. So if anybody has any concerns about their memory and they are over 60, we want to call because we are more than happy to do a free memory screen.
This screening may be able to identify if you have the brain lesions that could lead to Alzheimer's, and then treatment can begin before it develops.
We're using a unique type of a vaccine that allows the immune system in our body to remove the lesion of Alzheimer's disease itself, not allowing the lesion to cause any damage to the brain.
For information on how to get a free memory screening, call 724-2214. And for more House Calls TV, visit us online at rsfh.com. I'm Angela May.
Roper St. Francis Healthcare's House Calls TV.
Coastal Carolina Fair, bigger than ever, free with admission and concert. Ranger Smith, Old Dominion, 3-Dog Night, 3 nights of bull riding, and new Bronx event. Purchase discounted Hand Sam gate admission tickets today at participating Walgreens or online at coastalcarolinafair.org.
Never underestimate the power of small. The Shark-powered lift-away Speed is no ordinary compact vacuum. It's a high-performance powerhouse that instantly converts from an upright to a powered lift-away. That's big power in small spaces to deep clean wherever dirt goes. The Shark-powered lift-away Speed, the unexpected power of small.
So good.
What you got?
Nice weather. Enjoy it. Weekend's coming up.
To the beach?
We'll be here soon. That'll do it for us. See you
Go.
Closed captioning is brought to you by the Anastapulo Law Firm. Don't scream, call Akeem.
Next week, David Muir inside the prison at Guantanamo Bay. What to do with the remaining detainees.
What's this NBC News?
The president wants it closed. The Americans who say don't bring them here.
Hell no.
Where do they go after they're released? We find them on World News Tonight with David Muir and Nightline.
Experience hair-raising discounts and extreme thrills with this year's Coastal Carolina Fair, bigger than ever, featuring over 65 thrilling rides, games, foods, and attractions. Purchase discounted Hand Stamp and gate admission tickets today at participating Walgreens or online at coastalcarolinafair.org.
All right, we will get that right out to you. Thank you very much.
Tidewater Pharmacy is Mount Pleasant's only full-service pharmacy. We fill prescriptions fast at the best prices. And with our free same-day delivery and curbside pickup, you can stay home or in your car, we'll bring it to you. Our goal at Tidewater Pharmacy is to save you time and money while giving you the personal service you expect. Call us to transfer your prescriptions today and request delivery. Located next door to Trader Joe's in Mount Pleasant.
It's the Hendrick Toyota Triple Down Payment Event, and that means big savings for you. You put $2,000 down, and Hendrick Toyota will match it. Then we'll match it again. That's a total down payment of up to $6,000 on a new 2016 Toyota. Hurry in today for our Triple Down Payment Event at Hendrick Toyota in beautiful North Charleston.
Coastal Carolina Fair, bigger than ever, free with admission and concert. Ranger Smith, Old Dominion, 3-Dog Night, 3 nights of bull riding, and new Bronx event. Purchase discounted Hand Sam gate admission tickets today at participating Walgreens or online at coastalcarolinafair.org.
At Hudson Nissan, we're going big. Big selection, big savings, and big smiles. And we're rolling out the biggest deals, too. Right now, go big with 2016 Nissan starting at $9,980. That's right, $9,980. Or get even bigger savings with up to $10,000 off on select models. And they all come with our lifetime warranty. Plus, make no payments till 2017. That's a big deal, too. Get your big deal at Hudson Nissan, where car shopping is simple. Now that's something to smile big about.
If you're one of the 80% of people who will experience some type of back or neck pain in their lifetime, you might search the internet for answers. But now there is one website to answer all of your spine-related questions. At southeasternspine.com, you'll be able to explore all areas of spine medicine, view animations describing different medical conditions and procedures, download brochures and ebooks, and meet your doctors. So visit southeasternspine.com, your first step to help you get out of pain.
Tonight, breaking news, one by one, the women coming forward to accuse Donald Trump after that audio of Trump on the bus talking about what he can do to women because he's a star. Tonight here, Trump's fiery defense and what he's now saying about one of those women.
Look at her words. You tell me what you think. I don't think so.
Also tonight, Michelle Obama on Trump. Words we have not heard from her before. Also this evening, the new and monster hurricane in the east. As we come on the air already, a direct hit on Bermuda. The deadly police firefight, the gunman in body armor, officers in critical condition. Breaking news here in New York City, the bombings, and tonight the suspect for the first time since the moment on the stretcher. And the outrage tonight, the 911 operator accused of hanging up on emergency calls, cutting them short, possibly thousands of them, even a robbery that turned deadly.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Thursday night. And we begin tonight with the list of women who have now come forward accusing Donald Trump of inappropriate conduct. The detailed claims right here. And they come after that video, Donald Trump on that bus describing what he's able to do to women, kissing them, grabbing them because of his fame. It was during Sunday's debate he was pressed, asked if those were just words or if he had actually done that to women. When pressed, he said he never did it. Tonight, some believe it was that moment in the debate that drove some of these women to come forward. But tonight, Donald Trump blames the media, the Clinton campaign, saying they're driving this. ABC's David Wright leads us off.
Tonight, a growing list of women are accusing Donald Trump of inappropriate conduct, including sexual assault. They insist his boasts on the bus to Billy Bush were much more